Hi, welcome to CBug's Record, some of the new arrivals for the week of October 29th. Please subscribe, please pass this on to anyone who may like it. Now you may notice a few different things. First of all, I'm not alone. This is Laura. Second of all, we're not in the shop, we're at Laura's house. And third, we look exactly like Hall & Oates. Now the reason for this is because we're doing a sale on Sunday, which just happens to be Halloween. It's going to be 15% off everything, and the reason we're doing this is because we're going to be dressed like this and we're going to feel like idiots if we're all alone just looking at each other and nobody comes in.
Speak for yourself.
So we're doing a sale. Okay, so seems appropriate to start with Kiss. Now this one I got on eBay. And this is the same as one many of you have seen that I have hanging up. This is a misprint because there's 3 songs on this that are not actually on the actual album. Now this was on eBay. It was coming due within a few hours. I saw it about 9 o'clock. And it was in like the 300s, but I figured it was going to go way up. So just for the fun of it, I bid $450. I went to bed. I didn't even think about it because there's no way $450 is going to win. I woke up the next morning. I won this for $412, which is kind of crazy. I've sold one before for $600, and that was within a week, went right away. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put this pretty soon on eBay for probably $725 or a best offer. But if anybody wants this, I'm not going to display it because I already have one displayed, but I'll do $550 at the shop. Then in a few weeks I'll put it on eBay. So you know, I couldn't resist for the price, so I'm sure I'll flip this one quickly. The only thing I can't do the 15% off for this one.
No can do.
All right, this is weird. Okay, now I got 3 here that actually came from Elephant's Trunk. They were supposed to be in the batch last week, but for some reason I had them misplaced. Rock and Roll High School. It's not all the Ramones. It's probably 3 or 4 songs. Ramones, Devo, other things. Pretty cool record. Probably about 28 on that. Let's see. Always try to get this. This goes very fast. Peter Gabriel, so probably about 16. And this one, and I'll tell the story kind of quickly, but I was wearing a Bruce Springsteen shirt, and this guy was walking behind me and kept saying, Bruce, Bruce, and now I'm not going to answer because it's not my name. But then he says, Bruce Springsteen, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm wearing this shirt. I turn around, he's just walking around trying to sell records. He doesn't have a booth. But he had this. This is a 1988 bootleg from the Tunnel of Love tour, which is we both think is one of the best Bruce Springsteen albums. So I got this for $15, probably have about 28 on that. Okay, all the rest are from 2 different lots, and they are very similar lots. They, try to relax. No, we're gonna keep going. Okay, so 2 people came in, and they both had a lot of records, and most of them were scratched. So I took about 10 minutes on each of them. The first one, I told her I really wasn't interested because there were so many scratch things. But then I told her I can give her $20 if she wants. The second one, very similar, a lot of albums. And I ended up giving them $50. Now, the rest of them, I was going to give to Goodwill, but I put them on Facebook and someone's going to give me $50 for all the scratched ones. I also have some new ones in the discount place, so, you know, check that out. Some of those, you know, they might be a little scratchy, but they play. This is all the rest, and this was kind of more than I thought when I first looked through both of these. So let's go through these kind of quickly. We got Billie Holiday, Billie's Blues will be about 15, 16. The Best of Rod Stewart, Volume 2. This is sealed. Let's see. I should have prepared more, but this contains one of the worst songs I've ever heard.
What's that?
I'm trying to find it. I don't see it, but it's something like a remake of Natural Woman or something, but he calls it Natural Man, or just something like that on this. But otherwise, not bad. Huey Lewis, always a good seller, probably about 12 for that. Tower of Power, you'll see some of these have initials or names on them, but this one's still in good shape, probably about 8 or 9. Got a couple Iron Maiden, made in Japan, mini LP, which means there's only two songs per side. I believe it's live, probably about 20 bucks. And Iron Maiden, probably about 38-ish. Let's see, Midnight Express soundtrack, probably about 8 bucks. Queensryche, this is, let's see, it's another EP. This is 6 songs, probably about 20 bucks for that. The Sensational Alex Harvey Band, I don't even know who they are. Didn't really look it up, probably about 6. Black Sabbath, Volume 4, probably about 22 for that. Let's see, American Stars and Bars, Neil Young, probably about 10. Beatles, Rock and Roll Music, double, probably about 22. This one's kind of interesting. Frank Sinatra, The Voice, the Columbia years 43 through 52, 6 record set. Sinatra doesn't sell great, but this one's kind of cool, probably about 25. Keith Sweat.
What?
Keith Sweat. Do you want Keith Sweat?
There's a good chance.
Okay, I don't have Keith Sweat anymore.
No. This is not the Keith Sweat song that we all know and love. So.
Oh, okay.
This one make a...
It probably, you don't see these much, so probably.
It's a single.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, 8 bucks. All right, Slave. I don't see Slave very much, probably about 14. Fleetwood Mac, Mystery to Me. I believe this is before Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks, probably about 9 bucks. Let's see, AC/DC, Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap, probably about 25. Eagles, been running out of Eagles. I've mentioned that before. Probably a little issue with the sleeve, but probably 12. Bebop Deluxe, probably about 11 or so. Rose Royce, disco stuff, but disco, because funk has gone up so much, disco goes up a little bit. So probably about 10 for that. This is easy top, you don't see much. Rio Grande Mud. Probably about 15. I gotta look that one up a little more. We got Kiss, Rock and Roll Over. There is initials on Paul Stanley. That'll hurt it a little. Probably about 15. Wayne Almond, an Anthology Volume 2. Probably about 16. Thin Lizzy, again we got the JD in there, so probably about 8. Best of the Ink Spots. Ink Spots are funny. There's a lot of people really like the Ink Spots. They don't go for too much. And 20 songs in this, so probably about 8 on that. This is kind of interesting. Candlelight Music Productions presents Authentic Rock and Roll Library. So, I mean, you can tell by the word candlelight, there's going to be the soft rock kind of stuff, pretty early stuff. Probably have about, I don't know, 14 maybe. It's not going to be too much. Prince for You. This is the first Prince album. It's not the best Prince album. It's kind of a safe album for Prince, but still it's Prince. So probably about 20 bucks for that. You don't see this one much. New York Dolls. This will probably be about somewhere around 20, again, initials. But this is Buster Poindexter's band when they used to all dress in drag. Buster Poindexter, well after that. So let's see, Blue Oyster Cult, again with initials, probably about 8 or so. A nice copy, I don't see any initials of Steely Dan Pretzel Logic. These are almost all Steely Dan now for me is going right around 20 bucks. And it's moving. It's moving at a nice pace. It's not going right off the shelf, but it's going. Kanga's Africanism. Again, this is disco-ish. It's not bad. So again, initials probably somewhere around 14. Queen.
Oh.
Yeah. Day at the Races. Probably, I'm sticking to 32 for Queen.
There's a JD in the back.
Yeah. That doesn't kill it. Anything in the back doesn't
FYI.
kill it, yeah. I just saw this. I didn't just see this. We got, you know, Stones Tattoo You, but Estereo, which probably will make no difference at all. So probably about 18, a couple more Stones. Some Girls I needed. Some Girls is great. I hesitate to play this in the store too much because it can be a little offensive, but it is great. Probably about 18. And Made in the Shade, again, in the stereo, which all the songs are actually in, I guess, Spanish. But it doesn't make any difference. The audio, probably 14 maybe. And a few more. Stevie Wonder, Hotter Than July, usually around 11. I didn't look this one up. Probably nothing crazy. Wizard of Oz. There's a few different Wizard of Oz's. I'm not really familiar with this one. Probably be around 15. Blues Brothers. Probably around 10 to 12. Same with Synchronicity. Let's see, The Real Ray Charles, probably about 12. Black Sabbath Greatest Hits. This is a good one to find. Probably somewhere around the 30-ish. And we will end with a couple Bowies, Diamond Dogs, probably 30-ish, and same with Station to Station. So that's it. That was a pretty good deal for what came out to 70 bucks, but it was, you got to understand, probably 75% was scratched. So, you know, I got lucky. When I first started going through these, I was kind of like, oh, what did I do? These are horrible, but it turned out well. So, anyways, try to come in Sundays so we're not just dressed like this all alone.
My wig's starting to come off.
Yeah.
Wrap this up.
Okay, me too. Okay, hope to see you in here. Thanks for watching. Bye.